Final game of a wild week 3 in the NFL is underway. On that Philadelphia defense. Prescott comes out throwing, unable to complete to Dalton Schultz. A lot of people not there on that Eagles defense.
Is he going to have to be a shutdown corner? Can he play on his side? He's going to have to make some plays, that's for sure.
To the ground. There's Zeke, and he has the first down yardage. Dallas is on there.
They've got some veteran pieces to fill in for the missing Brandon Graham.
Got Pollard and Elliott both in the game at the same time. Dak wants to throw underneath at Zeke. And he's out to the 45-yard line.
Fullback, the 6th offensive lineman.
And they're running right that way. Ezekiel Elliott on a beautiful hole opened up by McGovern into Philadelphia territory for a gain of 8.
Mike McCarthy told us they're going to use Connor McGovern in this game. They don't feel like they have a good option at fullback, and they want to run some power schemes. So they bring him in. You see he hits the linebacker on the weak side. Great cut by Zeke, and a nice gain.
Motion Elliott back into the backfield with Dak under center. On 1st and 10 off the play fake. Elliott wants a deep shot, middle of the field. He's got it. CeeDee Lamb going to be just short.
Just take off and make a beeline for the goalpost. Middle of the field is vacated, and that's exactly what Jonathan Gannon, the defensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles, told us he doesn't want to happen. He doesn't want the ball thrown over the defense's head.
That's McGovern, and there's the fullback. Give it to Elliott. Drives it home, and for the touchdown. Zerline on for the extra point. And it's all good for Dallas early on. Is there anybody smaller who hit harder than Cliff Harris? Wow. Zerline for the
Squarely on this Eagles offense to keep up.
Pulls it out of the belly as Sanders. Hurts wants to throw. Across the middle of the field. Has Dallas got it. Well into Dallas Cowboy territory. And down to the 36. It's a gain of 38. And Jalen Hurts says, I'll show you.
Well, Jalen Hurts is thinking they're going to get a lot of zone coverage from Dan Quinn, the new defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. They get man-to-man right off the jump, and it's Trayvon Diggs in man coverage for a big gain.
Hurts again off the play fake. Goes to Quez Watt.
Back there again, but Lane Johnson's a different animal.
Zach Ertz is in there, just activated off the COVID list. Jalen Reagor can't get there. And the Cowboys do with Anthony Brown. Able to pick off Hurts. And that is the first turnover of the season by this Eagles offense.
And this is something that has shown up on Jalen Hurts' tape. Not getting the ball down the field far enough. You see, he just doesn't drive that ball downfield. It should be halfway, 5 yards into the end zone, and allow Reagor to sprint to it. Instead, it's grossly underthrown. And as you mentioned, the first turnover for the Eagles.
Not have that anymore, or this game could get out of hand for them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 5. Dak from his own end zone, lost the football. Comes out, the Eagles have it, and it's a touchdown for Philadelphia. Fletcher Cox, the heartbeat of this Eagles defense.
And it's Javon Hargrave. We talked about him. He's been the most disruptive defensive tackle in the National Football League through the first 2 weeks of the season, and right there he affects the game, Louis.
Yeah, you see, he went after the weakest link on the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, center Biadasz. That's who he just took and drove him back into the lap of Dak Prescott. Look, he told us, he said, coming from the 3-4 in Pittsburgh and going to a 4-3 last year, he had to get used to getting up on his toes and getting off the ball and playing with penetration. And
there's Jake Elliott to tie the game, and he does. Philadelphia's first takeaway of the season.
Game over last year, but during COVID, couldn't really have an opportunity to even get to know his teammates. And this year, the difference for him
for the first down. Elliott beyond the 40. Hit hard as he spins off Kayvon Wallace. Run of 8. And there's an injured Eagle down. It is, in fact, Wallace.
You're going to see Kayvon Wallace come into the screen here. And look, Zeke is running with physicality, man. You see he goes low there and catches him with that left shoulder. Look, for everybody who thinks, and you hope Kayvon Wallace is okay, but for everyone who thinks.
So they're just establishing their relationships with the stripes on the side, the officials. There's Tony Pollard. He's got the burst, and it's a first down. Gain of 11.
This is what we were talking about, Lewis, before the game. You have Ezekiel Elliott who can pound you between the tackles, but what Tony Pollard brings to this offense, I believe, is different. It's a different spice, a different flavor, and a different tempo, especially in those perimeter runs. He has the burst that Ezekiel Elliott doesn't have.
Prescott to throw. Working on CeeDee Lamb. See if Darius.
And Darius Slay, easily their best man-to-man coverage defender. And you see he gets a good read on it. Great break and drive. Just gets there a little bit too early. It's interesting to watch with that.
First down and 10. Inside the 35. Prescott steps and fires. And it is juggled and dropped. Dalton Schultz was rocked by Marcus Epps, the replacement for Kayvon Wallace. Epps does a good job breaking that one up.
A great job by Epps. He was in conflict. He's right here. Both these tight ends are going to come up and they're going to run a scissors combination. And this is all to take advantage of Marcus Epps being in there. But Epps gets turned around. Watch, he gets turned around and then recovers. And at the last minute breaks it up. That's really well done.
I think he can help himself by playing with a little bit more depth, but you're right. That's great athletic ability. Because usually that's 6.
Here's Pollard running between the tackles.
Yardage.
First and goal from the 9.5. Give it to Zeke. Oh, Zeke, powerful, taking on people and pushing the pile inside the
Metal defense.
Third and goal from the 6. Prescott has plenty of time. Elliott's wide open. We'll see where they spot him. They spot him in the end zone. The call is touchdown.
It's grown with the receiving element to turn and flip your hips like that, catch that ball, and then try to reach to get to the goal line. That's not easy to do. I agree with John. I think that's a little bit short.
After review, the runner was short of the goal line. It's 4th and goal, Dallas.
4th and goal. Dak wants to run for it. Waiting for the signal, and the ball comes out, and let's see. From inside the 1. So now both teams have started with the football from inside their own 1-yard line. Hurts to throw out of the end zone, nearly intercepted off the fingertips of Zach. Hurts to Devontae Smith, his first end zone. Got it away. Cedric Wilson. A short punt. Should have a return from his own 45. And just that is tied for the most common matchup in the NFL. Here's Tony Pollard, the ball carrier. Across that Cowboys star at midfield. And down to the field.
Pounding with Zeke.
Keep feeding Pollard, and why not? Wilson to stop. Gain of 7. Mike McCarthy. That's just another wrinkle for the Cowboys offense. Prescott wants his tight end. Schultz, touchdown, Dallas. Zerline for the extra point. Dak Prescott is having himself a night already. 8 of 9, buck 10, and a touchdown pass.
No snaps of man coverage so far tonight for Philadelphia, and Dak is feasting on it.
See if Quez Watkins has an opportunity. He will not. Well, it feels like a lifetime since the Eagles have not had a running play, and they'll continue to throw. Hurts to Sanders, try to set up the screen. Got some blocking. Sanders stays on his feet.
Good bases.
Final minute of the first quarter. Hurts is swallowed up. Micah Parsons and Brent Urban there for the
phenomenal, and he showed up again tonight.
Hurts being flushed, throwing on the run, can't